So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Spain have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
So that's got things underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Yamal picks it up out wide, and he's there to clear it. Fernandez. Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's the pull. Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Martinez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Impressive jump! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Kubasi. Yamal. And it's Lopez. It's Pedri. Fermin. Tries one from range. They've got to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
Fermin is offering a right smile there.
Oyarzabal with the short one. Yamal, and a chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's been hooked away. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries a shot! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Aims beyond the defence. And that is... Oh, good play! Goal, Spain! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Now it's Messi. Fermin. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, chance! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread neatly. Spain have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pau Kubasi is there to clear. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Hangs in a cross. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear. Looking for options for movement. Nico Williams has the space to scheme. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Spain have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Yamal, big chance! Relentless, just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal is having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Martinez, Medina, Rodri, and it's Lopez. Fermin going face to face with his great rival. In once more, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he should have made it four.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's taking no chances there. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Almada. Now it's Martinez. Spain heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Decent chance! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Messi. Pau Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. Almada. He is through here. Fermin could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific run. Goes for a shot! He's put it wide.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Medina.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Lopez. Nicely weighted. Chance for a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And here is the first touch of the second half. He's found space here. Fermin. Can he get it? And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Oyarzabal. Lopez crosses it in here. Romero clears without hesitation. Fermin. And the shot! De Paul. Almada. And it's Fernandez. And Medina. Fernandez. For De Paul. And it's McAllister. Now it's Martinez. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now, can they get him away? Martinez. And Almada. He's got away. Ferran Torres wins the duel this time. Pedri. That's going wide left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Paul. That's gone for a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Nico Williams taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work.
Oyarzabal! And that's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has two. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot! Caught offside that time. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Pedri, driving forward. Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught, and another try! And that's a tiny finish! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Argentina have reclaimed it. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Spain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. So a bit of a revolving door here, lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Mikel Oyarzabal looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
It's roll! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager scream.
Shot a goal! Well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Argentina get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. McAllister. Alvarez. He's looking wide. Gonzalez with the cross. Fernandez! And that's wide.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Spain have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Just 5 minutes left. Boyan, and Boyan! Oh, it's hit the post! McAllister. There's a sharp little ball here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short, and this is Boyan. Boyan! And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that looks a decent ball. De Paul. Now it's Messi. Succumbs to the pressure. Kubasi. Great vision.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. McAllister. Baku. Fernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Spain can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que depositen sus desperdicios en las papeleras que hay instaladas en varios puntos del estadio.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch. And I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions. But when it comes down to it, I'd actually love to see him operate in a number 10 for a spell. I think he could thrive there.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Olise. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. And he's cut it out. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this? Doué showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but... And a chance! Goal, England! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maguire does well to get it back. Tries to play it through. Watkins. Rabiot. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saka is wide and looking to get onto this. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Kane, Gallagher, Watkins, here's Gallagher! Oh, nearly. Chouameni. Now it's Olise. And it's Rabiot. That has been slung wide. Gallagher. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his... It's Rashford! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Après 26 minutes de jeu par le numéro 15.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Kane. He's being urged to shoot. Watkins! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now the ball in. Mignon deals with that nice and simple. Doué. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kane. Threads one in. Oh, good. He's had a shot! Rabiot. And Koundé. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. No, he refuses to take the bait. Rice. And it's Bellingham. It's Gallagher. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Doué. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Chouameni. Watkins.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Doué. Guéhi gets a foot in here. And here's Saka. Saka ventures forward. That's very neat. Plays it across.
That's good defensive concentration.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Doué. He has found the way through. Bellingham. Gallagher. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to pass it through.
Temps additionnel,
Rice.
1 minute.
And here's Watkins. Now, it's Kane! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
But pour l'équipe d'Angleterre. Le
Any
numéro
thoughts
9.
on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
England marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's found a way through. And it's Gallagher. He'll try for distance. Oh, that is outstanding! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
Après 49 minutes de jeu.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
England are having a ball here. Doué. Hernandez. Now it's Doué. Saka. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Now James. And it's Bellingham. And it's Kane. Doué. Dembele. Distributed tidily. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rashford. Maguire. It's Gallagher. And it's Kane. Bellingham. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Gallagher currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well read, nice interception. Gallagher. Dembele. Rabiot. Now there's a fine ball, and the shot! And that is faded wide.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 24. Changement.
And here's Kane.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Foden. England are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Dembele. And Cherki. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Kane. Dembele. Foden. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Watkins. That is Gallagher. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Après 78 minutes de jeu par le numéro 19. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Le
Well,
numéro
they may be
25.
down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Palmer. Rice. England are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Rice. And here's Kane. Beckham shoots! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now it's Kane. England disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Upamecano. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Big chance! Anything! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
England are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe. Time added on 4 minutes. Could move up a gear here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Beckham. That is good strength. Watkins. Mbappe. And that is as far as it goes. England have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
England can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Chers spectateurs, nous allons procéder à l'annonce des numéros gagnants de la tombola. Si vous avez un...